Okay, the next thing we're looking at is this problem here. What percent of babies born within each gestation period have a low birth weight under 5.5 pounds? Okay, so I've written out the steps for us. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find the z-score for 5.5 pounds. Okay, and so what we're doing there is we're taking this curve here and we're putting it on a standard normal curve. So if I can draw a line, let me see here. Here we go. Okay, let's say I have this line, and then I have my standard curve. Okay, and in the middle here, here's my 4.5, but I'm making this standardized, so 0 is going to be my mean. So what I want to do when I find the z-score for 5.5 is I'm going to standardize that score. So I want to figure out where 5.5 is going to come in here. So, and I want to know exactly where it's going to come in, because if I did the non-standardized score, I would have 4.5 here, and then remember I would have, let's see here, that would be 4.5 plus 1.95, that would be 6.45 would be my next point. So I know 5.5 is going to be somewhere in between here, I just need to know exactly where. So that's what our z-score is going to give us. So remember the formula is x minus the mean over the standard deviation. So for that z-score, we're going to go, our x is 5.5 minus 4.5, and we're going to put that over 1.95. So that is going to give us a z-score of 5.5 minus 4.5 is 1, divided by 1.95 gives us 0.5128. So 0.5128. So that's probably, if this is 0 and this is 1, maybe about right here. Okay, we're going to say this is 0.5, kind of trying to write it really small, 5128. Okay, so that is our z-score. Now, what we want to do is we want to find the percent of babies born in this period. So that are under 5.5 pounds. So that would be 5.5 pounds, which is right here, and less. So I want to find this whole area right here. Okay, now since I'm trying to find that whole area, I have two options. I can look it up in the z-chart. Okay, the z-chart is going to give me the area, or I can use the calculator command. So let's say I use the z-chart. Let me just pull this over here for you. Hold on one second. So I'm using this z-chart here, 0.5128. I would go to 0.5 and 1. So somewhere between 0.6950 and 0.6985 when I look at that z-chart there. So that's one thing that I can do. Okay, the other thing that I can do to get an exact value is I can use my calculator. Okay, so in my calculator, I am going to type in normal CDF. And then I'm going to do my leftmost z-value and then my rightmost z-value. Now, since I'm going every area under this curve to the left, I'm going all the way here to negative infinity. So what we're going to actually use is negative 99 for that value. And then we want my rightmost value, which is the z-score, 0.5128. So that's going to give me the area under the curve. So let's go ahead and put that in. So second distribution, normal CDF, and then we go negative 99, comma, and then 0.5128. And I say it's always good to go 4 decimal places to get accurate readings in statistics. Okay, so that gives us 0.6959, 0.696 is that what that's going to round to. So 0.696. Now this actually wants the answer in a percentage form, so I'm going to convert that. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to move it 2 places over here, and that's going to give me 69.6%. Okay, let's say we'll do the same thing for 40 weeks. So we want to find that z-score. So that would be, let's see here, our x is still 5.5 minus 7.5 over 1.24. So 5.5 minus 7.5 over 1.24 gives us a negative 1.6129. Okay, so on the z, or on our normal curve, okay, here's 0, here's negative 1, here's our value, about right here. Okay, and that makes sense because here in 28 to 31 weeks, 5.5 pounds, that would cover a majority. If you look at the curve, okay, it covers a majority of that. When we're 40 weeks, we're not going to have as many 5.5 pound babies because they're fully grown. So that's going to be a smaller percentage there. So we would still do the same thing here in our calculator. Normal CDF. Leftmost is still negative 99. And then our right is negative 1.6129. So let's see what value that gives us. So we'll go second distribution, normal CDF, negative 99, comma, negative 1.6129. Parentheses, enter, we get 0.0534. Okay, convert that to a percent. That's going to give us about 5.34%. Okay, and then we want to explain, again, 5.5 is relatively small. The earlier you are in your gestation period, the more likely you are to have a smaller baby. Further along you are, 40 weeks is a full gestation period, the less likely you are to have a tiny or a small baby. 5.5 is relatively small. I believe my daughter was 8.5 pounds, something around there, which is a little bit over the norm, but the norm is usually right around 7.5 pounds. For those of you that have had babies, you know this.